He doesn't think it.
Does everybody have one? Okay, we can start. Let's start. Yeah. Okay, so. It's okay. I'll start anyway. So the meeting is officially called to order. Today is March the 3rd, Thursday. It is 6:03 p.m. If everybody could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Karen, if the secretary isn't here, could this roll call? I don't have to.
She was parliamentarian.
And I'll do I do roll call, I guess?
Huh?
I have to do
Do
roll
you have
call.
the names?
No.
Well, he's closer, he can do it.
One second, okay.
So just six.
Mm-hmm.
Itzel Rojo. John Roman Galo. Vanessa Hernandez.
Here.
Triana Ramirez.
Here.
Joshua Vasquez. Okay. Garcia Elena Solis. Sofia Elisa Carrillo.
Here.
Valeria Garza. Fanelli Blaine Dixon. Grisma Torres.
Here.
Joseph Flores. Alexis Moncada.
Here.
Me. Diego Alberto Dabodada.
Here.
Genesis Brits.
Here.
Mia Guzman. Haley Nicole Gonzalez. Okay. That's it.
You do have a quorum though, so you're good to continue.
And there are no public comments. Does anybody have a motion to start with a specific item? No? Okay. So starting off with discussion with a possible action on creating another commercial to promote the booster shots and any other matters incident thereto. Sponsored by me, Alexis Monzada, and Sofia Carrillo. So I brought this up. Basically, if you guys remember what we did last time, I know you were in it, and so is Joseph, for the commercial to promote getting vaccinated back in August, I think, or September, around that time. So we could basically do the same thing again. I would like for more people to participate, or just a different group of people to participate, so that we can do one for the booster. I was looking at the CDC, I was watching, the CDC speak, and they were saying how a lot of young people are kind of just neglecting getting the booster shots, no matter which vaccine they got, simply because people are just like, oh, we don't need them anymore. And so the vaccine agenda has been pushed down a little bit, especially with COVID cases going down, but it's still, a good idea to get boosted. So if anybody's interested in coming in, out in that, I don't know, Sophia, would you want to come out? You co-sponsored. Alexis?
Yeah, it just depends on the day that I have
Yeah.
contracts and things like that.
So that's something that we would discuss. Like we could make. Well, I couldn't be part of the committee, right? Like I couldn't be the main person to run the
Yeah,
committee.
I mean, you don't need a committee for it.
Okay.
So just let me know who wants to be in that, and I'll share it with the PIO office, so they can reach out to you via email.
Okay. So just to take notes, who would want to be in it, Sophia?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do it, JD. You? Yeah. Okay.
Who?
Mm.
Alexis and yeah.
And then anybody else?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So what we can do, I remember last time, everybody that participated, the three of us, we each wrote our own script, and then we sent it in to you, Miss Karen, and then you sent them in, and then they chose the one, or they edited differently to see which one would be better. So if you guys want to participate, you can go ahead and write a script, and then we'll submit them on to Miss Karen. You can text them to me or something, and then we can go ahead and edit them or choose which one would be best.
By when though?
By when? We've been moving kind of slow with this youth council thing, so in the next week or so, I mean, the script is not that hard to write, so in a week, please, if we could have those ready, text them to me, or just send them straight to email to Ms. Karen. So any other questions? No? All right. We can move on with the discussion with a possible action and on an update on the community youth cleanup. Diego.
Can I pull up the slide?
I'm sorry?
Can I pull up the slides real quick?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What the subcommittee and I came up with was, well, who the project subcommittee? It's me, Blaine, President. We came up with the objective to clean Laredo with the help with I Love Laredo. Our main objective is to clean up the dirty or neglected parts of Laredo with the help of I Love Laredo. We want to involve the community and the environment to kind of assist us in the cleanup. And we're not sure on a date as of now because of COVID, because everything got pushed back, but we're looking at early April. Maybe April the 2nd will be nice.
Are you talking to I Love Laredo?
So I brought him in last time because I wanted some guidance on how we could go about this since we've never organized something like this. When he came and he spoke to us, he already gave us kind of like what we needed. So I know I spoke to Cass and we were talking about how, one, we need sponsors. I know that the subcommittee, that the youth council, we have a budget and we have money that we haven't used. So when it comes to like essential tools that we need, that's we can use that money.
Well, and in terms of tools, we have under the city, we have Keep Laredo Beautiful, which has, I believe they have tools and they do cleanup. So we wouldn't have to buy them, we would work with them, which is a city nonprofit, and they would be able to provide you with resources. And let's say you also wanted to like invite the community, like you're saying, they have a database of people who have already been part of these cleanups and they can invite them as well to participate.
Okay. And so, Cass, did you want to say something?
Me and Brits, when we discussed it, she said to get in contact with local businesses. I got in contact with like several. Some of them got back to us saying that like they would be happy to donate water bottles, trail mix, trash bags, like, certain little things like that. And I think that also will help if we were to do that because we can create a flyer maybe and do like LYC partnered with I Love Laredo, sponsored by these local businesses, and that flyer can be put up at those local businesses. And from there we have foot traffic of like people going into those stores, seeing that flyer, and then it gets more publicized, so the community can get more involved.
Okay.
And I know I was talking to the I Love Laredo community, and they said that they would, of course, be the DJ, and he would also help us with the T-shirts, which I think is money that can come out of our budget.
Well, we can do that here on our.
Okay.
If you would need help with that or through one of your, I mean, unless you have a specific design, but
Okay.
And I think I can work on designs and then talk to the subcommittee and then show them.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be good. And what was I gonna tell you? Where exactly though Laredo is the cleanup?
We're undecided on that. So you
So-
do-
That's the most important part.
So we were I mentioned Slaughter Park and just really any park in the south, other than Independence, because I know Independence already, has a lot of cleanups. It's preferably those underrated small parks. But Slaughter Park is one that I see is very, very messy.
Yeah. Can you send me an email? So, or maybe Diego, you, Slaughter Park is also part of the Chacon Creek Trail, which is miles and miles. And we actually did one of our first biggest cleanups, like 2 years ago, where a lot of the community got involved, was along that whole trail. And I believe it includes Slaughter Park, so I'll connect you to that department to see if that's still like the area of need, and they'll tell you more, how many people could you really use, what parts they could go on along the whole trail. Especially if you have a lot of people, you need a larger space.
The head of the Parks and Recreation Department is Mr. Gomez? Yes.
Mr. Gomez.
So when we did the volunteering, I volunteered with him. So if I can get in contact with him and ask him, I know last time I checked that was the
Yeah.
part that I saw was pretty messy.
Okay, yeah. But I think you should also include Diego if he's, or whoever is the chair of the
Yeah.
committee.
Ms. Karen, is it cool if I use her show?
I can also tell my school
Yeah.
Like the honor society, I think
Yeah,
everybody
and
can
that's what they did at that one, like
Yeah.
Tammy, you participated, the fire, like, you know, different academies participated, schools of, ROTCs went, and we put them all across the trail. So they literally picked up everything, and we had, cars like going to pick up everything that was getting collected, they even painted graffiti, like, it was a huge cleanup.
Okay.
Like,
So
once
that
you
could
have
be a
the
good
flyer,
area.
like, you can send it to me and I
Okay.
can promote it at my school.
Yeah, who would we work with to like design the
So
flyer?
I think Cassie said she could design it, no? Or she just said, or the flyer. I think that would maybe have to come from you guys, but because it would be something that if we would put some resources in maybe, we might have to get it approved here. So you would have to send it to me.
What was the trail's name?
Chacon Creek Trail.
So each one of us would have to like make a design? Or
No, just whoever you want.
If we get like an outsider, like graphic artist to do it, would that?
You just
how
have
does that
to send it to me,
work? Okay.
and we'll review it here.
But if it's their design, like, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna expect payment, so how would that
That you would
work?
have to pay from your money.
Okay.
Personal.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? No? Do we wait for Cass to come back or do we just continue?
No, you can continue, but right now it's March 3rd. If you want to do this in April, we need to get on it like right now because you
Yeah.
need to promote it. You need to make sure that we have the resources, make sure that the park is correct. You know, it won't come together in a week. So
Okay.
maybe that subcommittee, we need to get together next week. Like you need to reach out very quickly to that parks department, confirm that, get that artwork very quickly so that poster can be made and printed. And you all can start sharing it with your schools or your clubs or XYZ.
Okay. So we can move on to the next item. All right, so discussion with a possible action on the Youth Leadership Conference.
Okay, so our subcommittee was myself, Triana, Isabel, and Blaine, and together we kind of came up with how the career day / youth day will go about. As you can see in our schedule, we kind of wanted it to be like a leadership conference, but then also like a fair. I know that Itzad had the idea of like different departments setting up booths like towards like the end, so that way like they can kind of like showcase like what they do, and I guess like if someone's interested in like the engineering department, they can I guess like network with them and then see if they can maybe like intern with them. So the attendees is probably going to be about 50 students since there's 10 local high schools including Harmony. So it'll be about 50 students. There'll be 5 students per campus, and it'll be combined with 11th and 12th graders. And our subcommittee, we were kind of going back and forth whether we should have like an application or just give each school like their own, I guess like to choose between themselves. So we just decided that each school can just choose between themselves. So it'll be 50 students, maybe about one adult chaperone from each campus and ourselves, and then each representative from the department. The locations were the Laredo Center for the Arts or the Haynes Rec Center. I did see that the Laredo Center for the Arts would probably be like the best because it's just like downtown, and I don't know, I feel like not that many people have been there versus the Rec Center. And it fits the amount of people that we're expecting to be there. So, and then our guest speakers, we still haven't really found one yet, but one person I had in mind was Councilwoman Alyssa Ciarroa, just because she's young and she's energetic and she's like part of like city government. So that way people, I mean, we won't have like, representatives like set up a booth, but just so people who are interested in politics can kind of see like what she's doing and stuff like that, like how she got to where she is right now. Yeah. So the career day / youth day will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and like the check-in arrival will be at 8:30 to 9, and then the guest speaker / facilitator will be from 9 to 10 a.m. and then the networking / internship fair will be from 10 a.m. to about 11:30, and then the luncheon will be from 11:45 to about 1. And below you'll see the kind of departments that we would like to invite, and well, I don't want to read them all, but
No,
yeah.
this is good.
And then, well, the next step is to obviously find a speaker, but I think Alyssa will probably be a good idea.
I can check with her on it. I know that she does heavily limit her public appearances,
Okay.
like, you know, or
Yeah.
speaking engagements.
Yeah.
But I can check with her. And is there anyone else, maybe someone that you've seen at your schools or
I've
anything
seen,
else?
well, I have one person in mind, but she's just like not involved, like she's involved with like the community and stuff, but she just doesn't have, like she's a doctor, Dr. Christian Cabello.
Okay.
Like she has like a lot of like motivational speaking, and like she spoke for the youth of the month, and like even like for the 8th grader of the month, like she does a lot of like, she gives back to like the younger kids,
Okay.
and she's pretty fun and energetic. So.
And is there anyone that you all look up, any maybe someone from San Antonio or something?
No, we didn't find.
No?
Yeah. I would just think maybe someone local. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that would be best, yeah. And then book our venue, coordinate with the departments, and then send out the invitations to each high school.
I did, to let you know, I did reach out about the Laredo Center for the Arts. Now that we have this, I can reach out to them again, kind of with what exactly you would want to do, and on paper. Because while we may have access to the facility, depending on the amount of people and the setup you want, we would need to take our own like equipment, right? Or our own, you know, if it's more than the chairs that they have, our own chairs, our own stuff, rather than already having it. That would be the only issue there. But right now, while you were saying it too, another option could be like Laredo College or TAMU. I know they like to host
Yeah.
events, so that could be something, you know, another one if you're open to it.
Yeah. And then the dates were either Friday, April 16th, or Monday, May 16th.
Is that
And-
here?
Yes. Yeah, it's there like the little like thought bubble under
Oh.
attendees. Yeah, those were the 2 dates where we saw it didn't it didn't conflict with anything. Because we checked the UISD, LISD, and also the diocesan calendar,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the dates that there's no testing and there's no there's nothing going on.
Okay.
But there is school.
Yeah, there's school, but obviously like those 5 students will be like coded for the morning. It's just the morning
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best can-
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Any questions for Sophia? No. All right. And last but not least, discussion on possible national youth summits.
So I added that item. I think I had told you guys before there are certain conferences or summits for students in like other like councils, like government councils, like youth government councils, maybe some leadership conferences. So I wanted your all's help. I'm doing some research, but if you all can help me send any possibility that we could apply for a few of you to attend. 1 or 2, or it just depends on what it is and where. So yeah,
I know
that's
for juniors there's one called Hobie, and it's called Hugh O'Brien Leadership, and I did that one my junior year, and it was, well, mine was virtual, but it's gonna be at UT this year.
But is it related to like civic, like?
Well, yeah, like it kind of has to do with government, like we're going over like public policy and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you want to send it to me. I know you have issues sending me emails, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't
think
know
it's
why.
through my school email though.
Okay.
That's probably why.
Yeah, sending that to me to see what can qualify versus. I know there's some that are very specific to, you know, government,
Mhm.
and those would probably be better.
Okay.
I saw one from the Texas Municipal League, and I think that one's in the summer, but the applications haven't opened, so I don't have information. And some conferences aren't like municipal government conferences, which are, you know, for employees. Usually, sometimes not usually, have like a youth track that kind of teach, like for high schoolers to be able to attend. But usually they open up around this time. That was it.
Alright, any other questions? No questions? Okay. And was there any other, I don't know, item that anybody wanted to discuss?
Yes. So I know some of you are seniors. If you are a senior, please send me an email, because I need to open your position to fill for the next year. So I think it's 1 or 2 students per high school in our bylaws. So depending on that, lets us know what we need to do so that we can send it out probably within like the next 2 weeks to have someone fill those spots by June.
Okay.
And so Genesis, if you can also help me with that,
Yeah.
for whoever's not here to let them know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send out a text message to
Okay.
everyone.
And for Nixon, we're both graduating. For Nixon, we're both graduating.
Same thing
so-
with Alessandra.
Okay, just let me know in writing, just so I have it. An email is better, because that way I can send it, since you're a committee, so I can send them and let them know that the spot is opening. And then my other one is, I know some of you, I know Diego and Genesis, some of you all also volunteered at the not at the 5K that we did at the runway.
Yeah.
And they really liked your all's help, and so they were like, they are actually doing a 5K and a half marathon in downtown Laredo. That's supposed to be bigger, fun with music and everything just like that one. And so they wanted to see if anyone was interested in volunteering.
Yeah.
Yes.
When is it
When
gonna
is-
be?
It's March 13th on a Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
At what time?
early in the morning. I'm not sure the time.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
hold on. March 15th?
Ma'am, that's the weekend of spring break, right?
Yeah. The first weekend.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
So you don't
on
have
spring
school the
break.
next
I just
day?
sit down and lay down. That's it. So I have nothing to do. Yeah.
So,
It's 'cause you
is there
can't-
someone that would volunteer to collect the names,
Hmm?
actually, to be the point person?
Point person?
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like-
So I rather give, just because I know it's been kind of messy the other times, like how you have your subcommittees, I'd rather have one person, if it's like you, Diego, that are gonna say, I'm gonna take the lead. Everyone tell Diego, and they're gonna volunteer. I give Diego the information and Diego shares it.
Sure.
It's you?
Yeah.
Okay, you promise?
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can.
Oh, Miss Karen, also,
If I have any
because like
problems, I'll
also
text you.
since
Oh,
like the
that's-
seniors,
that's what this
we
one
have,
does.
like that's turning out community service hours,
Uh-huh.
and mine are due like this Friday. So I was
Okay.
wondering like, do I get like
Send me an email. I know some of you have asked me, and I'm sorry I haven't answered your text. Okay, let me just, I have to review my notes to see
Okay.
what you've gone to. Send me an email, please, because that's easier for me to follow than my text messages right now. So I will get you the hours.
Okay, thank
I
you.
I think you need hours too, right, Cassia?
Yeah.
Or some, I did this.
I think we all need to.
Yeah, no, I know, but some of you more urgently than
Yeah,
others.
I don't know what my due date is. So.
Mine are due like by the end of this month, so it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, but I'll send you an email.
Oh.
yeah, send me an email. Okay, is there any other business, or, sorry?
Oh, I did have a question earlier. So for the dates, Friday, April 16th or Monday, May 16th, can those change at any point? Like,
Yeah, like they're just like tentative dates.
they're just like there,
Do
right?
you have an issue with the date?
On
So,
May 16th, that is our senior mass, that's in
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So just
I think
I'm okay with
May
missing
16th
it.
is LC graduation.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah?
13.
13?
Yeah. But there's a lot of things going on. Like,
Yeah, but I think May's gonna be kind of hectic for
Yeah.
us.
Okay,
I think April's probably gonna be
April
our
is,
best bet.
there's not really anything.
just
okay.
Molly.
It's in case, what's also stopping me is having the council member, Cigarroa, speak. Other than the Kristen Cabello, is there anyone else that you recommend?
That's all I can.
I can
think
have, I'm sure the mayor would be interested in going to talk to you guys, maybe some other council members to kind of walk around. But anyone else?
You want someone young?
I mean, I would
Young.
think someone young. That would
Can
be
we
kind.
get
Oh, I
back
mean,
to
the
you on
mayor's
that?
fine.
Just if
Well-
or is it like by today?
You can get back to me, but
Yeah,
considering
okay.
you're saying to do it April 16th,
Oh,
we don't have a lot of time.
do we have anything on April 16th?
I think April 16th there's a Stuco state event, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll let you know. I need to ask.
Or
So if any of like the student council, like if they select a student council, like maybe president to go to this summit, what's it called? They wouldn't be allowed. They wouldn't be able to if they're going to state. But I just need to make sure.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's,
They just switch it.
yes,
That's
I mean,
the
someone
same.
else
sorry,
needs to
yeah, my
go.
bad. I
Yeah,
got
but
I
of-
got
of
bound to
Easter.
dates wrong.
I think
Yeah.
that would be the only conflict on that day.
I think it's settled. Sorry, it's April 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, 22nd. My bad.
So April 16th.
Yeah, April 16th is Saturday. I'm sorry.
Which is it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant, sorry.
The week of April 16th.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Let's go, no.
April 22nd, sorry. That was on me.
Okay.
You taking government?
I mean,
And then
I
we'll
go
do-
to Madison.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Are you taking?
Garcia.
Okay.
So what you got? Are you taking the second one? The second government?
Yeah.
You all right?
2006,
I know you.
yeah.
Well, I
I
don't
saw
have
you
to-
in, I saw you in my
Yes,
discussion.
you need to tell me how.
How are you
many-
doing
like
that
I
class?
asked you.
Good.
How many
Yeah.
people
Like
are going?
how are
You
the
have to tell
tests?
me.
So I need to get a list.
I think
of
they're,
Yes.
They
You
did
get a
reviews.
list,
I got
Be
you.
like, Karen, I
Yeah.
have.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have you done the quiz
Dennis has your
from
numbers.
today?
Yeah, I did
You
the
ask
quiz
her
today.
when you
How
can
would you
right
get?
now.
I'm at 88.
Okay.
Nah, I got you. Like, I have a teacher that does like reviews for us.
Really?
So
The Martin teachers give like choose reviews. Martin teachers were giving us reviews from our bio class last semester.
Exactly.
I hate my professor.
yeah,
I hate
yeah.
him.
No, but yeah, I'll send them to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sophia, hopefully Professor doesn't watch this.
Oh.
Oh, it's recording.
Well,
Wait, does anyone actually watch
I didn't
this?
say the name.
Nah.
I didn't say the name.
Who watches this?
And I keep my camera off, so.
Imagine like someone's just like, it's interesting.
Wait, so did you get an exam too?
Exam.
No, you don't want to.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you change it
It's
after
okay.
Martha?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people
Like
were
the
doing
discussions I do good, like discussions
No, pues ya,
yeah, it's
everybody.
easy.
that. They do.
Other than that,
Okay, well, if there's no other
You guys.
business pertaining to the agenda,
I care about it.
no other questions? Nothing? No? Alright,
Oh, they don't care
do we have to
about
make a
this.
motion to end the meeting?
To adjourn.
Motion
Yes.
to adjourn.
Who wants to make the motion?
Motion to adjourn.
I need a second.
I second.
Thank you. Okay.
Everyone in favor?
Aye.
Alright, meeting is adjourned.
Yeah.
So I'll look out for your text, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, yes, super.